La Castellet, France. Reuters. France celebrated its first Formula One Grand Prix in a decade, but organizers may struggle to convince some spectators to return next year after a weekend blighted by traffic gridlock and tailbacks. File photo. Force India Formula One team's deputy principal Bob Fernley, L., and John Yates, former assistant commissioner of Britain's Metropolitan Police and current police advisor to Bahrain's Ministry of Interior, are seen at the Bahrain International Circuit in Sakhir, south of Manama, April 20, 2012. Reuters. Mohammed. The healthy attendance figures, officially 160,000 over the 4 days, contrasted with fans venting their frustration on social media at the lost hours trying to get there on jammed approach roads. We gave up and heading back, since we were missing practice too. 5.5 hours in traffic and still 1.5 hours away from track. Formula One veterans who remembered the last time La Castellet hosted a Grand Prix in 1990, were not surprised. The circuit, on a plateau east of Marseille in the sunny south, is approached by minor roads funneling into one. You've got an incredible venue, you couldn't have a more beautiful location, and you're working with a 40-year-old infrastructure. Force India's deputy team principal Bob Fernley told Reuters. It's no different than it was when I was here in 1979 and the 1980s and getting in and out. And I think that's unacceptable in the modern world of sport, he said. If they have falling numbers next year, they've only got themselves to blame. Fernley held up the example of Austria's return to the calendar in 2014 with a big crowd and traffic chaos. Numbers were down the following year. Formula One's race director Charlie Whiting had some personal tales of woe, and said he had heard plenty more from others. Ross Brawn, F1's motorsport managing director, suggested organizers' hands were tied. It is physically limited. If you have a race in a beautiful part of the world, you're not going to have a 6-lane highway servicing it, he told motorsport.com. What we don't want to do is have fans put off because it becomes too much of an epic to get to and from the circuit. Organizers had recognized traffic management as a challenge and had kept the ticket sales about 20,000 below capacity. Christian Estrosi, the mayor of Nice and instrumental in the race's return, hailed a true success, but recognized there was work to do for 2019. A lot of people told me, we really suffered to get there, but we're so happy, he told the Nice Matin newspaper, suggesting road improvements would require an extension of the hosting contract beyond 5 years as a guarantee. Reporting by Alan Baldwin, editing by David Stampor. Standards. The Thomson Reuters Trust Principles.